Water pollution. What is it? Why is it happening? How can we fix it? These are all questions we all need answers to. These questions are very important to me, not just the world, because when I grow up, I want to be a marine biologist. It's my dream. And if all of the animals have gone extinct, I won't be able to study them. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. If you don't know what water pollution is, it's the waste that people dump in the ocean and animals are dying from it. In some places, people can't even swim without even touching trash. If you look at your nearest ocean and beach, some of you will see a clean beach, and some people won't even be able to see the sand or water. That's how much trash there is. And a lot of people just drink something. Let's say they drink a Monster Energy drink, and they will set it on the ground or throw it instead of going to find a trash can. What could happen if the wind could blow it into the ocean, or it could get bitten into little pieces, and pieces from little cans are usually sharp. And if those get in the ocean, an animal could accidentally or try to eat it, and the sharp pieces could hurt them. A lot of this trash is coming from small countries in Central and South America. The city isn't providing them a place to take the trash, so they're just dumping it in the nearest river. This is also happening a lot down in Asia and India, where they're just dumping trash into the ocean. There are many ways to stop this. One of them is for an hour or two go around to the beach and other places with gloves and a trash bag and pick up all the trash you see and put it in the trash bag. And at the end of the day, throw it in a dumpster. Don't just leave it on the ground. There are also many companies picking up trash in the ocean. One of them is called Team Seas. They're taking donations, and every dollar they get, they pick up 1 pound of trash from the ocean. Currently, Team Seas has worked together with other organizations and volunteers to remove about 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean already. Water pollution can affect many different people in different ways. It can affect young, middle, and elderly people in different ways. One of the ways it affects young people is if they are drinking dirty water, they could get many diseases. Some of them can get very sick. It affects middle-aged people because it is incredibly toxic, and water is an essential resource on Earth. And if it gets contaminated, it gets in our body. If it gets contaminated and gets in our body, it can cause illnesses such as cancer or cardiovascular conditions. Water pollution affects elderly people because if they consume contaminated water, it can aggravate heart disease and stroke. And it has the same effects as middle-aged people. It could give them cancer, diarrhea, dysentery, and cardiovascular conditions. How can we fix this? To start, young people can make sure that they're drinking and swimming in clean water. And sometimes, if they want, they can donate to Team Seas to help clean the ocean. They could also go out and pick up all the trash they see, because they could also make sure that when they're walking around eating or drinking something, they don't litter. They make sure they hold on to it until they find a trash can. How can elderly people stop water pollution? There are many things that can help them. They can pick up after animals and other people. They could also donate to Team Seas and help pick up trash. And if they make sure something can be recycled, they recycle it and not throw it in the trash can. What would happen if you didn't fix or even try to fix this problem? Water pollution could change and kill the entire world. For instance, if we don't fix this, the turtles and other animals that live in the sea could go extinct in almost 10 years. If we don't fix this in 20 years, kids won't be able to drink water because it will be too contaminated. The next generation could be going to a museum for a field trip and seeing skeletons of animals we currently know, such as whales, sharks, dolphins. According to conserveturtles.org, many turtles have been killed by consuming debris, had plastic or fishing line in their stomachs, some as small as half of a fingernail. Sea turtles are especially susceptible to the effects of consuming marine debris due to their body's own structure. They have downward-facing spines in their throats which prevent the possibility of regurgitation. The plastic gets trapped in their stomach, which prevents them from properly swallowing food. Also, many sea turtle rehabilitation facilities commonly deal with bubble butts. Turtles that float as a result of trapped gas as caused by harmful decomposition of marine debris inside of a turtle's body. The gases cause the turtle to float, which leads them to starvation and makes them easy to target for predators. They also believe about 1 million marine animals a year to water pollution. There are estimated 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic waste in the ocean. That sounds like a lot, but it's a lot more than you think. There are about 7.753 billion people in the world. That means there are about 5.24 trillion more pieces of plastic in the ocean than there are people in the world. You may think that there's so much trash on the beaches and all over the world, but that's only 15% of the trash in the ocean. Other 15% floats around the ocean, and the other 70 left, that's just trash that floats or sinks to the bottom. What I'm really trying to say is that we need to make sure we're all part of the solution, not the pollution.